Back in January, boys basketball was struggling. They lost 3 in a row and their record sat just above 500. Fast forward to now, that feels like forever ago. The Rockets have surged to win 10 in a row, including a first-round playoff victory against Methuen. That advanced them to the Sweet 16, where they faced off against a familiar foe, Brockton. The Boxers have a similar story. They started this year with a 1-5 record, but regrouped halfway through the season to win 7 out of their last 9, only placing them at the 26th seed in the state tournament. Brockton upset the number 7 seed Lexington in the first round, which led them right into Needham. So both teams were coming in on fire, but one of those flames had to burn out. Let's head to the A-Gym for the highlights. About 3 minutes into it, Kevin Coppinger on the wing finds a cutting Noah Goldstein, who finishes for 2. Cameron Monteiro would be big for Brockton. Right here, takes it all the way to the rack, gets it to go off the glass with the contact. So we're tied at 8. Rockets moving the ball along the key, ends up in the open hands of Jackson Shaw, knocks down the 3. The sophomore would have a huge game for the Rockets off the bench. He gets the ball here at the top of the key, goes all the way to the cup with the finish. Time now winding down in the first. Montero pushing pace, but John Hood would step up, taking the charge, so Needham takes a 4-point lead into the second. 3 minutes in, Rockets fighting for the rebound. They're able to tip it out to Jay Castantine. Beyond the arc, nails the 3 here for the 9-point lead. The very next play for the Rockets, again battling for the board. Henry Bickford gets above everyone, tips it in, plus the contact for the 3-point play. As we head to just under a minute and a half, Hood finding Goldstein on the elbow, who finds a cutting Coppinger. He's able to finish the play. Great execution by the Rockets. They would head into halftime up by 8. But the Boxers would start the third strong. Dejon Burton with the left-handed drive here finds big man Nikola Lutz open underneath, lays it in for 2. Then Burton with a pluck here on Derek Klein to the rack, cutting the lead to 4, and Coach Liner would call an early timeout. Needham would answer though. John Hood here popping open at the top of the key for the 3. He drills it, his first points of the game coming in at a great time. Then it would be Hood again with big man Lutz right in his face. He drains the jumper, lead is back to 7. Montero looking to keep his team in it, and he does just that with a sweet move and finish. But Jackson Shaw would come up big again. Cutting here underneath, uses the fake, goes back up for a big 2. That would take us to the fourth. Rockets still holding on to an 8-point lead. Castantine with the miss, Needham keeping it alive. Hood trying from the corner, yes, up by 11, matching the largest lead of the game. Boxers though would keep fighting. Burton way downtown, and he would make it, cutting the lead back to 7. 4 minutes to go. Sam Hughes, who's been out most of this game in foul trouble, comes up big here. What a take to the rack. Huge bucket by the sophomore. But not as big as this next one. 1.5 minutes to go. John Hood driving, kicks out to an open Noah Goldstein in the corner, drains the 3 for the nail in the coffin. And after some late free throws, the Rockets would hold off Brockton, winning 56-49. John Hood led the Rockets with 15, every single one of those points coming in the second half. Jackson Shaw with a great performance off the bench, adding in 13. But Cameron Monteiro led all scorers with 22 in the loss for the Boxers. So Needham moves on to the Elite 8. They will travel to the number 2 seed Newton North on Saturday, March 12th at 4 p.m. The Tigers handed 2 straight losses to the Rockets earlier this season.